What's going on, guys? I'm Brian Nestor from How to Automotive, and today's video is all about building out my shop. So I'm building a shop. Well, actually, in the future, I'm going to build an actual shop. But for right now, I have a small little workshop that I'm working out of here at the house. So I'm going to be doing more and more things here at the house, and eventually, I want to get away from the shop at the the professional shop and do everything here at the shop. And I want to do a lot more fun things. I want to get a little bit more detailed in the builds and the projects that we're doing. And from auto repair to building a Jeep to a project car that I want to do with my daughter Vanessa. We want to build a little something, and I'll fill you in with that a little later at a later date. But for now, I wanted to share with you a garage sale slash estate sale that I went to this morning and picked up some shop equipment. So come with me, and I'm gonna share that with you now. So I'm right here in the carport area, and one of the first things that I got was this locker here. So this is actually like an old school PE locker that I want to turn into a paint locker or a chemicals locker, so I can put my oils and coolants and stuff like that in there. This thing is pretty cool. I think it's from like I don't know if it's from the 80s or 70s, but as you can see, it's in need of a little bit of rehab here. But so that's going to be one of the projects is I'm going to, basically take this all apart, sand it all down, paint it all up, and come up with a cool color scheme for the shop. And this will be one of the first projects that we're going to do right here. So I picked that up, and I actually got this out of a dumpster. So I dumpster dived for this one. So I think this is going to be a cool little project right here. So I went to a estate sale today, and I picked up a few cool items. The first thing I picked up here, for $40, I picked up this 5.5 horsepower, 30-gallon Craftsman. I believe it's what they call an oilless compressor here. So for for $40, not a bad deal here. So I'm gonna plug this in for you guys for the first time. I have no idea even if it even works. I said yes to it, bought it, put it in the truck, and brought it here. So I'm gonna plug it in, and I don't even know if it works. So we're gonna find that out in a minute. So stay tuned for that. Next thing I bought here, this is more for the ranch property, the horses and goats and stuff. I bought this little wheelbarrow. I got this for $10. They actually threw in this. This is an oxygen and acetylene tanks here with the hose set and the regulator. Now the hoses are rotten; they need to be replaced. But they got cutting torches. They got a few different they got everything you need here to use an oxygen acetylene setup here. So I thought that was pretty cool. I don't know the state of the bottles. I don't know if they're out of spec or anything like that, but I'll look into that. So they gave that to me for free. Next here is this little ammo can here that they gave me, and inside the ammo can was, well, they didn't give it to me, I bought it, was this little finishing nail gun here, pneumatic gun. And so I thought that was pretty cool. I got that for $10. And then the one I'm most excited about is this vise here. This is a what they call, I forget, it's they say Rock Island. That's what brand I believe it was? Yeah, I believe it was a Rock Island. So this is a kind of a vintage vise here, and I got this for $10. So I was looking online, and these things are selling on eBay for like anywhere between $100 and $200 depending on the model of them. But I thought it was a pretty cool vise, so I happily paid the $10 for this, and I'm going to mount that up on the bench inside there. So I'm gearing up to do some serious work here out of the shop. So I got my MIG welder here. I got a floor jack. I got a little body shop style, what they call, I guess, like a sawhorse, whatever. You put like car doors and fenders and stuff on top of it, so you're working with it. I picked up that recently. Over here, I got my mobile workstation here, my Gear Wrench mobile workstation. I got my new Milwaukee vacuum here. I have not done a video on this yet. I'm doing that. I also got some new band files here. I actually used it today. It was pretty cool. Put it to work today. So there'll be a video coming out on that. I got my new 6-bay charger here. Video just released on that. I'll leave a link for that in the description of the video. If you're using Milwaukee tools, chargers are a big deal. So this is pretty cool. Over here are my brand new orbital polishers here. I have not used these yet. I got my pads here. I'm excited to put these to work and use these. Here I got some scratches on my Jeep and that I need to buff out. And then I got the old toolbox here. It's a little messy right now. I had to move it around because last week, or actually today, it was actually raining and the roof on the shop here is leaking. So that's one of the future projects here. But anyways, I got the main toolbox here, and it's pretty organized. It's not like perfect or anything, but I need to spend some time with it. But plier drawers coming out really well. So I'm building out my stuff. I got a power probe and propane torch here, different stuff. This is a fuel pressure gauge back here. So I'm building out my arsenal here. These are all like cutting tools and grinding tools and bits and drill bits and that type of stuff in this drawer here. Sanding stuff. The socket drawer up here is pretty full. It's kind of covered up with this stuff here, but these are all sockets and stuff and different stuff. So I got a pretty good setup with sockets and stuff here, and even ratchets. I got a ton of ratchets here. These are all gear wrench ratchets over here. I'll show you some more ratchets I have in just a second. It's like I just showed you that one. So anyways, down here is some sanding tools and stuff like that for body work type stuff. Power tools that I have, a riveter and die grinders and different Milwaukee tools that I have to use to service vehicles and do projects here. Back there is my gear wrench creeper, and then I got my pressure washer back there. That's the bathroom that I'm probably going to tear out of the shop here. Back there's a weed whacker and a pop-up tent back there. So as you can see here, I got a ton of brand new ratchets here. These are all from Milwaukee Tools. So I recently did a video on the locking flex head ratchets. I really like these. These are pretty awesome. These right here are the standard ratchets. I've had these for a while, but I haven't put them to use. And the reason why is because I'm just a big fan of flex head ratchets, and I just use these all day. These are my go-tos ratchets here. Not to say that there's anything wrong with the standard ratchets or even having standard ratchets. I just prefer these over the years of working on vehicles. Flex head ratchets are the way to go. And I just really like flex head ratchets, and I just prefer to use these versus the standard ratchets. It's rare for me to even pull out a standard ratchet, but I do like having them around because there are situations where they are needed. Like I said, I paid $40 for this compressor. I just plugged it into the wall. I'm going to flip the switch for the first time and see if that $40 was a good investment, see if this thing even works. I took a chance. I just bought it sight on the scene, all right. So we're going to flip the switch and see if it works, see if it builds up to pressure and make sure everything functions as it's supposed to be. Here we go. It built up full pressure and just shut off by itself. Everything's working on this thing. So for $40, I got a 30-gallon, air compressor. Pretty freaking cool. So one of the reasons why I was excited to get this is one of the things I want to buy or add to the shop is a sandblasting cabinet, and so that way I can do restoration type work. So this is going to work out perfect for it. I will figure out a home for it here, and then definitely going to clean it up. It's pretty dirty and stuff, but we'll clean it up and put it to work. It's pretty cool. So right now I'm going to figure out a spot where I want to mount the old vise here, and give that a good cleaning and put it to work as well. So I'm probably going to mount it right here on the bench here. As you can see, it's not the biggest jaws here. It's about, I think they're about 3, maybe 4-inch jaws here, but the vise does work. Everything functions on it, so it's pretty cool. For $10, you can't beat it. And then, so maybe in the future I'll get a vise with a bigger jaw set on it, and maybe I'll sell this right now. But for right now, I'm going to put this to work. So I'd like to thank you guys for following along over the years and helping me get to this point where I can even have a little space to work here at the house. It's all due to you guys. I'd like to thank you so much. So I'd like to let you know that every time you guys watch a video, buy one of the t-shirts or shirts in the description below, or donate with the super thanks donation button down below. That I'm taking all that money and I'm applying it back into this shop so I can make more and better content for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I encourage you to subscribe.